With Valentine's Day here, I wanted to create a simple chocolatey brownie recipe that has zero sugar, is packed with protein, and tastes like the real deal. So today I'm sharing my brand new protein brownie mug cake recipe that you need to have either tonight or like tomorrow morning. Like, this is amazing. Let's dive into the recipe. My name's Autumn. I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's nutrition human performance. And this recipe is packed with 26 grams of complete protein. So you can actually make this your breakfast if you wanted to have this, or it could be a really high protein dessert option too. I'm also gonna have the full recipe linked in a blog post down below, so if you like more of a written form, you can check that out too. Okay, now this recipe is very simple. So we're going to start off with a half of a banana, and then we're going to mash this up in a bowl. If you're carb sensitive, you can use pumpkin puree instead. About a third to a half a cup should suffice for this recipe for a swap. Okay, next up we have an egg. In fact, this is actually an egg from our chickens out back. You can kind of see the stamp on there. How cute. Okay, so we're going to add one egg in next, and this is going to provide the binder as well as part of the protein, 6 grams right here. Okay, the last liquid that we're doing is some vanilla extract just for a little bit of flavor, and I'm just going to eyeball it, but it's about a half teaspoon that we need. Okay, next up, the thing that really makes this an actual meal, which is my zero sugar chocolate protein powder. It's naturally sweetened with monk fruit, no other sweetener. Oh, and it just like smells like hot chocolate as soon as you smell it. We're going to use 2 scoops of my zero sugar chocolate protein powder to provide some of the chocolatiness, as well as 20 grams of protein. So in total, this recipe will have 26 grams of protein. That's actually a lot packed in this one little meal. In this little chocolate brownie meal, mind you, which if you haven't tested out my zero sugar chocolate protein yet, or my vanilla zero sugar protein, you can find it on my website at autumnlnutrition.com/shop, but I'll also have the link down description below. To really double down on the brownie flavor, I'm going to add in about a teaspoon of just unsweetened cocoa powder. So just the plain unsweetened stuff. Just add that straight in. And then here I have almond flour. So you can also use coconut flour, but it's going to be a lot more dry. I prefer almond flour. We're going to use 2 tablespoons worth and just dump it straight in. And for the last ingredient, I'm just going to add in half a teaspoon of baking powder. And then I'm just going to stir everything together. Oh, I'm drooling. And you can see it's just like this beautiful brownie batter texture. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So now for cooking this, I'm just going to grease up a little microwave safe and oven safe ramekin. You can also use a microwave or oven safe mug as well. I'm just using a little bit of ghee and just making sure that all the edges are greased up so it's really easy to get out. So there's 2 ways to cook mug cakes. You can either throw it in the microwave, which I'm going to do, or you can cook it in the oven. I'll have oven instructions linked in the blog post down description below. So if you prefer that, you can also do that. Depending on your microwave, you might want to start with 1 minute. Mine is just pretty weak, so I found 2 minutes tends to be a little bit better, but start with 1 minute for the cook time, and then you can just cook it for another 15 or 20 seconds if it's not done yet. Okay, so while that's cooking, there are topping options you can do. Like you can add on some zero sugar melted chocolate chips, which is especially nice if you're having this for Valentine's Day tonight and you want to make it just a little bit more amplified. That's what I did for the original recipe. I took like just the Lily's stevia sweetened chocolate chips, melted about a tablespoon's worth, and just did a quick drizzle on top. You can also do my homemade zero sugar whipped cream, which would also taste amazing on this, or a drizzle of peanut butter. There's a lot of different options you can do. It's really just a personal preference. I'm going to eat this as is because on its own, it's already really amazing. Okay. It's done. Oh, wow. That looks so good. Okay, time to eat. Okay, so like immediately after I pulled it out of the microwave, I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna add the chocolate drizzle on top because look how good that is. Enough just drooling and talking about it. Let's dig in. It's just like soft and spongy. Oh. Wow. This is so good. It's amazing. And what's great about it is that you can literally have this for your first meal, for dessert. It's just packed with protein, 0 added sugar. It's pretty much like making a protein pancake, but into a brownie form. It's so good. Now, honestly, really the key is having a high quality zero sugar protein powder to make something like this. So make sure you check out my zero sugar chocolate protein powder so you can make this amazing brownie protein mug cake recipe. I'll have my protein powder linked down in the description below. But if you want even more chocolatey goodness tonight, you can also check out my absolute hit of a recipe, my zero sugar hot chocolate, right up here. And I probably have chocolate all over my face, but if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out with new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right guys, I'm gonna go finish this and I'll see you in my next video.